The second part will be to transfer the drawing onto my canvas. So first, let's make sure that we cut the paper to match exactly. If you don't have an X-Acto knife, you can just take the paper off the drawing board and fold the edges. So we'll have this part, and then turn your drawing on the back. If you use charcoal, you would use charcoal. You can use charcoal for this part too. What we are trying to do, we are trying to create a carbon paper. So let's say that I have this here, and I would like to transfer it here. Does that make sense, guys? So what I will do, I will flip the paper on the back. I will look to see where I have the drawing, fill up. If you use pencil, use a 6B or an 8B to make sure that you have enough. Then I will take my drawing, I will place it where I need, and I will retrace it. So I will have my marks there.
Oh.
So that's what we are trying to do. For this part, you can use the pencil, but it's going to take you longer. Use a fine charcoal. So I will just start to apply it. So I have this done. When you blow the air, don't blow it, the powder, don't blow it on someone else. So very lightly, I will just put it away. Then if you have the fixative spray, make sure that you tape you tape your drawing on the board. And go outside and use the fixative spray. So you will hold the board upwards, as messengers. Shake the can before, and then go from the outside. Shake it for about 5 seconds, and then keep the distance between the can and the board at 12-14 inches. Never start from your drawing. This is not a drawing, but just in case. Always start from the outside and just go very, very slowly on a linear motion, really lightly, until you go down. Does that make sense, guys? Let it to get dry. The drying period is about 15-20 minutes. Then flip the board and do this exercise again. Does it make sense, guys? Very lightly. Don't abuse it. So I have this part. We won't do it in the class because this one smells. Never do it inside, guys. Inside your houses, inside the school, always outside. So I'll take my paper, and basically what we did a carbon paper, as much as like all types. So I'll take this one, I'll take my canvas, take the drawing, and without touching the surface of the canvas, because I didn't fix it, right? I will just try to match the edges of my canvas very lightly. Tape this so it doesn't move when I'm working. And whether or not you use a charcoal for this part.
Professor, you didn't do the tape on one side.
Oh, thank you. You don't have to, but it's good to do it, you're right. Whether you use the charcoal, whether you use the pencil for this part, when you transfer it, use a sharp, harder pencil. Does make sense, guys? And then I'll just, if you are home, you may also find a book to put it in between those spaces, so the canvas doesn't bounce in. Does make sense, guys? So I'll just try to start to transfer my drawing, basically. Don't worry if it's not perfect, because you can always correct it.
Should we go in with a kneaded eraser before we do this part? So
You don't
can
have
see?
to, because it's gonna transfer only what you press on.
Oh, okay.
But it's a great question. You don't have to erase, you don't have to. Make sure that you don't put your hand too much on the canvas. If you are not sure that you transfer everything, just untape the lower part. Untape it here too. And you can very lightly, make sure that they are taped here, and you can very lightly check your drawing. Does that make sense? And be like, oh, I kind of have what I need, or maybe I want to have this line, or I'll choose to draw it by hand, or if you forget some parts, you can put this back, retape it, and I forgot to put this line here, and this line, and this line. So, this one, so we'll retape it. I'm looking now, and I said, pretty cool, I have what I need. Does it make sense, guys? Take this drawing away, so just take it out. You can keep it as a reference, as my sense, guys. And then very lightly, you can either use the fixative spray, don't use a lot, just a little bit to tape it. Or what you can do with a brush, very lightly to go as we did before, with diluted water. And for this project, we're gonna be using white titanium, black, and if you guys can have either burnt sienna or burnt umber. So choose the burnt umber but very diluted, or the burnt sienna but very diluted to retrace your quartz. Does it make sense, guys? Cheers. So that will be our next step. And at this point, of course, I can't go back. Don't get so preoccupied by the drawing, because you can always fix what you feel that, didn't work very well. And also, remember, you don't want to have a lot of detail before the painting, because it will be hard to paint. Does it make sense, guys? What you can do on your drawing, if you have a photo, you can also start to fix the shape of the shadow, so you have them a little bit. It will be a little bit easier for you when you start to apply the. Does it make sense, guys? Just a little bit. Did everyone understand this part? All right, let's do it.